And we are back with the first episode of hashtag Daily Yeager. Okay, so I'm going to touch on something that has been out for about a month now, but I wasn't able to report on it back then because of my foreign exchange. The developers of Verdun announced a new game called Tannenberg 1914 to 1918. Exciting news. Sort of goes hand in hand with my series discussing adding other fronts to Verdun. I just never expected that they do it, and if they did do it, I thought they'd make it a DLC connected to the game Verdun. But Tannenberg is a standalone expansion using the same engine and is basically the same game as Verdun, both Russians replacing the Western Entente powers. Now, firstly, how do I feel about this? Well, simply put, pretty good. Originally, I was worried that expanding Verdun through DLC would take away from the Western Front feel that makes the game so unique. But having a new game bypasses that problem, altogether. I think making Verdun into a series of games will ensure future success for the developers of Verdun, and thus more entertainment for us. However, I just have one wish, and that is that if you purchase Verdun, then Tannenberg is free. They should make the game like a pack. So, if you buy one, you get the other. You get Tannenberg, you get Verdun. You get Verdun, you get Tannenberg. Because this would allow more people to play the game and would be more fair to those who already bought Verdun in the first place. Or at least have Verdun owners pay a DLC price, but not like a price for like a full game. But with the concerns set aside, let's start analyzing and theorizing about the game. The title is interesting. Tannenberg, the Battle of Tannenberg was a battle in East Prussia where General Hindenburg, the German general, defeated a much larger Russian army, and this German victory turned the tide of the war in favor of in the East, turned the tide of the war in the favor of the Central Powers. Now, with the history done, let's discuss how this game would work. Firstly, I'm most excited about the weapons. The Mosin Nagant, which you got in Call of Duty World at War, the Russian 1895 lever action, which is in Battlefield 1, and from what we see in the trailer, we actually see something interesting. The Maxim gun, and it appears to be a stationary weapon. Are stationary weapons coming to Verdun? I don't know. I think it might be a good idea. They'll either be like really cool and effective and add to like team play, or they'll just be like sniper traps, like they were in COD 4. I also saw that the game though said Tannenberg 1914 to 1918, which is interesting because although the war started in 1914 and ended in 1918 or 1919 officially, but the Eastern Front against the Russians ended in 1917 with the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. Does this mean we could see a little of the post-war turmoil in the East, such as the Russian Civil War? I think that'd be kind of interesting. Now, put down in the comments whether you think seeing the Russian Civil War and the post-World War I chaos in the East would be a cool idea. Next, would we see other Eastern Front players, such as the Austro-Hungarians, the Romanians, or the Bulgarians? Maybe they would put them in the game through updates like Belgium and the United States were. I think the Austro-Hungarians at least should be included because of their pivotal role on the Eastern Front, and because I want to see the Steiermann-Licher M1895, which was one of my favorite in Battlefield 1. I actually think though that we will see the Austro-Hungarians because on the cover of the game in the corner we see a group of soldiers adorning the blue uniform of the dual monarchy. What is known also is that when playing one game, you'll be able to swap fronts in the server list of either Verdun or Tannenberg, allowing you to switch whenever you want between the games without having to restart and open the other game. And this is what I asked for when I was discussing the front system when I was theorizing about that in the other video. But unfortunately, they haven't really announced much else. Someone said that there might be armored cars. I don't know how that would work or if I like that. It might be cool. It might just kind of be OP. I don't really see how with the Verdun mechanics how that would work. But now let's dive into what this could mean for the future of Verdun. Will we see other titles like Caporetto 1916-18 or Damascus 1916-18 or maybe even Dorian 1917? I don't know, but this could possibly be the start of a huge expansion of the Verdun trademark in the future. As long as each game has some unique features, I have no problem with that whatsoever. But don't make it like a pre-COD World at War same game every year money grab. Make things unique. Well, make things cool. I just sort of want I want sort of the Verdun engine, which is kind of standardized, but I want them to find a way to make it flexible and unique. I think they could really pull this off if they tried hard. But if they don't try hard, it'll just be Verdun but like different maps, which would kind of be annoying. But, well, not much has been announced, so as of now, that's really it. So please let me know what you think of Tannenberg in the comments below. I'll make a follow-up video about it shortly. And until next time, Games Eager, out.